everyone, and welcome to Sound Money Stacking. The Royal Mint Norse Gods Gold and Silver Bar series is a collaboration with the Germania Mint. During the Viking Age, prior to their conversion to Christianity, Scandinavians, including those who settled in Britain, worshipped a pantheon of Norse gods. The stories of these deities have endured for millennia, and they continue to fascinate and enthrall as they are retold and reinterpreted. The bars were designed by the Royal Mint's Dan Thorne and produced by Germania. The first in the series was Odin, released in October 2024. The Norse gods are led by Odin, the father of the gods, known as the All-Father, who sacrificed one of his eyes to gain knowledge. Odin is also the Lord of Valhalla, the celestial great hall where fallen warriors ascend to feast, drink and fight. The bar design shows Odin, the All-Father, sitting majestically upon a throne. Odin is shown clutching his almighty spear, Gungnir, whilst his ravens, Huginn and Muninn, sit on his shoulders, and his wolves, Geri and Freki, lie at his feet. The second in the series was Thor, released in May 2025. Thor is the mighty red-bearded god within Norse mythology, who is reputed throughout the 9 realms as a powerful and courageous warrior. The defender of Asgard, the celestial home of the Aesir, and protector of humanity, Thor's strength is often channeled towards fighting giants and trolls, as well as wrestling with the titanic Midgard serpent that encircles the earth. The design for the bar depicts Thor in a pose of divine power. He wields the Mjolnir, his trusted hammer, above his head as he commands lightning from the sky above. Thor's belt of strength, known as Megingjard, adorns his midriff, and he drives his chariot pulled by 2 male goats named Tanningnoist, the teeth grinder, and Tangrisnir, the teeth bearer. Apologies to any Scandinavians for those pronunciations. After a longer than expected wait, the Loki products were released by the Royal Mint just last Tuesday, November 25th, with no fanfare, just came out of nowhere. The Stackers social community posted the news, and we all crashed the Royal Mint website straight away. Once it was back up, barely running, I managed to place an order, and this was one of the items that was from that order. This was my first ever order from the Royal Mint, as I'm not a fan of their pricing. I have to say that the experience was very poor. It was incredibly glitchy. My basket was emptied multiple times, and I had to log in over and over and over before I could complete the order. And one of my items in the end was sent to vaulted storage against my wishes, and so I still don't have it in hand. Sadly, the Royal Mint announced that this is the 3rd and final release in the Norse Gods series. Hopefully its popularity will see a resurrection of the series, but I wouldn't bet on that. There are plenty more Norse gods waiting to be immortalised in silver and gold. Let me know in the comments who you would like to see featured if the series were to continue. I think Valhalla and Forseti would be appropriate, as the precious metals are seeking revenge and justice for decades of fake money. So let's see what's in this box. Firstly, thanks to Cy the Soundman for recommending this ID Protector ink roller. It's made by Trodat and it was on the Amazon site last week. It covers over any sensitive details, which is great for screening out my receiving address when I'm on the internet. Okay, let's dive in. So, let's see what we've got. Hopefully it's what I ordered. Butcher this box. Oh, I'm covered in ink now. This is not going to go well, is it? Alright. Okay, so there's no assay pack, but it does appear to be in a capsule. Very good. Well, I just went and bought some capsules thinking I needed them, but I don't. Right, now that is actually really, really nice. Yeah, without any milking and toning of age, that is really lovely. And I would say it's got a bit more relief than the previous bars to me. You know, the thing with these, with them being designed by the Royal Mint and not being a Germania product, they don't have that Germania flair of extreme detail and variations of finish. It's just one finish throughout. I mean, you know, the Odin is quite detailed, but they feel slightly flat to me, and they could be a bit more three-dimensional, especially this Thor bar. The design's great, but I just feel it could have that Germania magic sprinkled on. But I think the Loki bar is actually the best of the three. Right. Loki is a central character within Norse mythology, the son of the giant Farbauti and a woman named Lofi. Loki is a complex character. He's both a problem solver for the gods of Asgard, but also the cause of many of their problems. He has 3 monstrous children: Fenrir, the giant wolf, seen here in these coins from Germania; Hel, goddess of the underworld; and Jormungandr, the titanic serpent that encircles Midgard. The design for this bar depicts Loki sporting a mischievous grin as he sits on a tree with Jormungandr coiled beneath his feet. He holds a sprig of mistletoe and the plant that causes the death of Balder, an event which Loki plays a central role. So this series is notable for its limited mintages, as well as this popular theme. These 10-ounce BU silver bars have a mintage of just 7,000. I didn't go for the 1-ounce bars as I'm not interested in packaging for my bullion, and I'd just devalue the bars by cutting them out of their packets. There is a mintage of 10,000 for the BU 1-ounce silver bars, the standard silver bars, that are present in themed blister packs, and a further, which are only sold in the UK, and a further 50,000 carded wholesale packs. There are 2,500 mintage for the 10-gram gold bars, which are all in themed blister packs. The highest value is in the antiqued Norse God bars. There is only 500 of each of the 1-ounce silver bars in antiqued form. A set of all 3 in the box that came with the Odin bar are selling for £1,500 on eBay. £1,500 for 3 ounces of silver. I didn't go for the 1-ounce antique Loki bar because the website was just a nightmare at the time. And I do regret this because a single 1-ounce antique Loki bar is selling on eBay for £375 at the moment. However, I did manage to purchase a 10-ounce antique Loki bar. It's not in hand yet, and Backyard Bullion's videos about the behaviour of the Royal Mint makes me very nervous. Bizarrely, these were slightly cheaper than the standard BU bars. They only have a mintage of 100 each. Pre-sale 10-ounce antique Loki bars are currently being listed for £1,000 on eBay. I'm not a collector by nature, so none of this pricing really makes sense to me, to be honest. I don't think the antique bars actually look that good either, my controversial take. We've got plenty of independent silver artists in the UK that are very active in Stacker Social, and they do a far better job of antiquing, I have to say, all of them. Even mass-producing mints like Comsco in Korea do an excellent job of antiquing. What do you think of these antique bars in the Norse Gods series? Did you manage to snag any of the Loki bars? And have you even managed to complete the set of the 1 ounce or 10 ounce antique bars? Congratulations if you have. Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to learn from all the pro collectors out there. It's something I need to gain a lot of experience in. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.